Hi everyone, welcome to the 11th session of Python Basics. In this session, we will learn about while loops. So, what we will learn is syntax of while, the syntax of while else, how to debug a while loop in Spider editor, followed by we will create a small games of like cricket and we will implement while loop in that. So let's start. Where do we use while loop? If we want to execute a certain set of statements n number of times and can be 5, 600 and whatever, then we while is one of the best procedure we can use. Suppose if I say I want to execute a statement, my name is Khan for 5 times. So how do I execute this? Initially I'll say I is equal to 0 and I want to execute it 5 times. I is less than 5. Now and then we have to give the colon followed by we have to give print and then again I have to increment the value. I can give I is equal to I plus 1 or I plus is equal to 1. It will serve the same purpose. And then I'll print this. After this, I'll give end line. Once this process is executed, then it should be this last line will be printed. We'll simply execute this. Okay. So my name is Khan is printed 5 times, and at the end we can see end line. Now, if you want to execute this with the debugging, I'll show you. But before that, I have shown if else in my last session. Similarly, if I want to give else here, else. So once I execute this, first of all, my name is Khan will be printed, and after this two line will be printed. Will show here. So first, if I is equal to 0, I is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 till 4. This my name is Khan will be printed. When I is 5, 5 is less than 5, which is a false condition. So it will come into the else section. After this, when both is done, then this end line will be printed. Okay. Now what we'll do in order to debug this line of code, what we'll do, we'll set a pointer here. Okay, the checkpoint from here we will debug and we'll start. So in order to this you double click this and this pointer will be gone. Okay, and again set. Then what we'll do, in order to go to the debugging mode, we have to press control F5, control and F5. Now we are in the debugging mode. For the line by line execution, we have to give control F10, control F10. So a value of I is 0 and it will come into this line. I is less than equal to 5. 0 is less than equal to 5. Exactly correct. So my name is Khan will be printed. Okay, and you can see the value of I is 0 now. Control F10. So after this, my name is Khan will be printed and the value of I will be incremented. Again press Control F10. So here the value of I is printed now. It will be 1. With the next execution, like pf10, it will come and it will show the value 1 here. Now the moment we press pf10 here, the value of I becomes 1, and this process will go on. Okay, now the value of I is 2, the value of I is 3, 4, 5. 5 is less than or equal to 5, true or false? False. 5 is not less than 5. So in this case, when we press F10 now, it will come into the else part. In this else section, it will definitely come. Okay, so we'll give control F10, and then so it came to this line, and then print line will be, now if we press F10, print line will be executed, and finally we have like my name is Khan will be printed 5 times, and then it will go to this else section, and then followed by the end line. So this is how for loop will work. Okay, now as per this I have already completed this 3 part. What we'll do in the last part, I'll show a game of cricket 1 over match. Okay, it will be a simple 1 over match and we have to score a certain amount of run. Suppose we have to score uh, runs required is, suppose we have to score 25, which is very tough to score in a single over, but it's a game, and we have the number of balls is 6 and runs to be scored per ball, like currently it's 0. At the end of the over we'll have the total number, and we'll also have the ball count, how many balls have been the person has thrown the ball, and based on that, so what we'll do, we'll create the while loop. While we'll see the number of balls is greater than 0. And when the match is number of balls left, let's say number of balls left is this, it is greater than 0, then only the loop will execute. Okay, so what we will do, first of all we'll print, what we'll print, we'll print the number of balls faced, ball count. Okay, followed by runs per ball, which is equals to int. I've already shown how to get the input from the user and converted the type conversion in my previous session. So what we are doing after every execution, we are adding the runs after every ball, and we are decreasing the balls by one, and then we'll give the like summary of the max statistics after every ball, number of balls left, and then which is followed by runs required to win after each ball. Runs required minus runs scored. Okay, and then what we'll do after this, we will check if my, see, suppose I need 25 runs. Okay, or if in the first ball, first 5 ball I am hitting 6 sixes, so I should not play the 6th ball. Okay, so based on that, what I'll say, if the run scored is, if it is greater than runs required, okay, I'll say print batting team won else, and then I'll get break. I'll say break. Break means it will come out of this loop, and I'll say else print team won. And I will also give this some statement that will separate from the other statement. So we'll execute this and let's see what happens. Will come out of this. Okay. Now what we'll do, we'll execute this, the game that we are creating, and we'll see how this will behave. Okay. So enter the runs code in the first ball. Okay. So I'll say in the first ball I am scoring 4 runs. Okay, so after this I'm scoring 4 runs, number of ball left is 4 and total runs scored 4 and runs required to win is 21. After this I'll say 1. This is the max. Again 20 runs is required. After that I hit 6. Okay, then 14 run is required, and then I'll say I'll score 1, 2 and 3. So after that it shows that a bowling team won. Okay, but every time I have to enter this the value. Okay, here I don't want this. That's where what I will do, there is something called random package import random, and then what I will do, random dot integer randint and between 0 and 6. If I get this, every time if I execute this, I will get the value between 0 and 6. Okay, so what I will do, I'll comment this. Okay, and here I will give and at the top I'll say import random package. So now what will happen, every time, like we don't have to the editor will not ask us for a run, it will do the if calculation itself. So we will execute this. Okay, so the first time when I've executed, the bowling team won by 17 runs. So now second time if I do this, the bowling team again won by 6 runs. Now third time when I do, the bowling team wins. Fourth time. So every time the bowling team is winning. You see the batting team has won. Now in this case, how did they win? We will print this run scored run, so it will be more clear. And I'll give the here. And see one more thing, balls count, and I need to increase the ball count, right? So here what I will do, count is not correct. So what I will do, will execute this once more. The balls count should start from 1, but here the balls count starts from 0. So what we'll do, ball count is equals to 1. Okay, and now let's see how it behaves. Okay, from here, okay, so the number of ball faced is 1, runs scored in this ball is 4, so total runs scored is 4, and the runs required is 25, followed by the runs scored in this second ball is 6, total runs scored is 10, number of runs required is 15. Then in the third ball it is total runs scored is 14 and the runs required is 11. Now in the fourth ball it is, they have scored 6 runs, so total runs scored is 20 and the runs required to win is 5. So in the fifth and sixth ball it is like they're not able to score a single run, and so they have lost by 5 runs. So this is how the game works here. So the main importance is here is the while loop. How we have used the while loop, a simple like implementation of while loops in the game of cricket. So I hope you have enjoyed this very simple session of Python 3 basics and the implementation with the implementation of while loops. Thanks a lot for watching this session. If you feel this video is helpful, please press the like button and subscribe to this channel. And I'll see you in the next video, which will be about the for loops and where we will enhance this game of cricket with the for loop. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.